so many shots to go. Oh my god. These things are not finishing. What up everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now for those of you who are returning subscribers or viewers, it's probably been a while since you last saw this face, this gorgeous face on your screen. So I do want to say, first of all, thank you so much for being patient with me. Thank you so much for clicking back on this video. But if you don't know who I am, welcome. My name is Ria and this is Rated R. So guys, I don't want to get too much into a sob story about why I wasn't uploading, where the heck was I promised you all of this amazing content, and then Mogil just disappeared, like literally off of the face of the earth. She was just like, where were you, Mogil? I do feel like I owe you guys some answers, but I think that's also the reason why I'm doing this particular video. So yeah. I think I've just been in like a mental funk. I've just been in a creative block. I haven't been able to produce any content. I just really haven't been able to do anything that brings me joy in these like past couple of months. And yeah, it's been really difficult for me to sit down and actually record a video. So yeah, that's really where I've been at. But the reason I'm doing this particular video is because I'm 24 now. So I will be turning 25 this year. It is now 2021. I will be turning 25, and yikes guys, I just feel like I was definitely robbed of the experience, or of the experience I thought I should be having when I reached 25, if you get what I mean. And forget being married, having kids, and having a stable six-figure income. Just in general, like mentally, I really was not prepared for all of the things that I would be going through. And yeah, while I was having this reflective time in my life, I was really thinking about like all of the things that I have internalized and all of the things that we internalize while we're growing up. And then when we get to like our mid-20s, we have to unlearn like everything, close to everything that we have learned and internalized while we were growing up, quick, fast, in a hurry. And like, because life comes at you fast, guys. So I really think it's important to just sit down with yourself and really think about the past and the present and the future, and just put it all into perspective. And child, before I go on a tangent, we should just get into this video. I'm going to be going through 24 lessons that I have learned at the age of 24. And of course, I will be doing it in my Rated R style. So I have with me, you guys can't see it here, but I have the lessons written down on these little pieces of paper. And Lord help me, child, because I will be taking a shot for every single lesson learned. That is 24 shots, guys. I just want that to sink in for you guys. The things that I do for content, I'm gonna be taking 24 shots. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm lightweight, okay? Alcohol, 2 glasses of, and just like wine, I'm already on the floor. I'm already like, so I really don't know who I thought I was, trying to take 24 shots of Jaeger nonetheless. So guys, if I don't make it past this video, yeah, you know, I love you. I'm gonna be reading 24 lessons that I have learned at the age of 24, and I'm gonna be taking a shot for every single lesson learned. Oh my goodness. Sit back, relax, because it's about to get real raw and a tad bit raunchy, baby. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into it. Lesson number 1. Lord have mercy. Nobody knows what they are doing. Can I get an amen? Like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I personally have this weird belief that everybody around me knows what the hell it is that they are doing, and I'm the only person who has no clue. Like, when they were giving out the memos to life, I was clearly absent, you know, because everybody knows. Everybody knows something that I don't know. Everybody knows what to do. Everybody knows what the hell is up. And I'm just sitting here like, guys, how are we peopling? How are we adulting? How are we humaning? You get what I mean? But I've come to know and come to learn that we really don't have all the answers. Nobody really has all the answers, and people are just trying their best, and you can't possibly know it all. So be kinder to yourself for not knowing everything and not having it all together. So yeah, I'll take a drink to that. I don't know what makes me think I'm gonna get through all of these lessons and these shots. But okay, lesson number 2. You deserve good things while healing. Can I get that again? Again. Wow, guys, I really need to hear this more than ever now, because I really am at a place where I'm trying to heal past traumas. You know, as I mentioned before, so many things that I've internalized growing up, and now I'm trying to unlearn those things. And so as a result, I kind of almost feel unworthy or inadequate to enter in relationships, because I don't want to bleed on people who didn't cut me. You know that saying? So I'm like struggling, if you will. I'm caught in a dichotomy of, should I fix myself and then enter, relationships, or am I allowed to enter a relationship and still work on myself? And it's difficult, child. It's really difficult. Healing, guys, is never linear. It is, and it's never just like overnight. It's a process that can take you literally until the day you die. So you will never be a complete finished product. You need to enter into relationships despite you trying to heal. That is the first step, my babes. So I'll drink to that. Lesson number 3. If you don't plant a seed, then how do you expect to grow a garden? Drag me to filth and back. I was actually having a conversation with my friend Uzinhle, where she was telling me how I need to get over this idea of wanting things to be perfect, and also just to play on the previous lesson that, I want everything to be perfect, or I want to be in a certain position before I start a project, i.e. YouTube. It took me, I don't even want to say years, because I'm even embarrassed to say that, but like, it genuinely took me years to upload even one, just to start, just to create the channel in general. It took me years. And then to upload a video, ooh child. Are you kidding? Am I a joke? Like, it honestly, I was just not starting because I kept making excuses like, no, I first need this, or no, I need this, and then I don't have this, and then when I get this, I'm gonna need this, and then ooh, and who's gonna, and I first need to get my hair, and then my and background and backdrop, and whoo. You can see I'm already exhausted. I'm literally just so exhausted making up all of those excuses, because like, when honestly, I just keep waiting for what? I don't know, but I just keep waiting. I keep waiting for a better circumstance, a better this, a better that, a better this. And yeah, if you are also stuck in that habit, get out of it. Like, you really do need to get out of the habit of thinking that something better, or waiting for something better to come along. Do what you gotta do right now. Otherwise, you literally will never get started, and you will never see the fruits of what you want if you just never start. So yeah, and this is actually quite a big shot, and maybe this is one of the biggest lessons, but yeah. Bottoms up. Okay, lesson number, I can't even count now. 4. We're at number 4. I'm joking, guys. Aibo, please. Do not compare yourself to others. Yes, this is more of a reminder than it was a lesson. It was a lesson, and then it's a lesson that I constantly need to teach myself, I would say. I don't really need to tell you the negative impacts of what that does to you as a person. You know, you really start to doubt yourself and to start to feel insecure, like you're not enough because I don't have that, and you're never gonna have every single thing that the next person has, and you need to just make peace, or I needed to make peace with the fact that I am not the next person. You know, I am me, and I have what I have. And it's great that other people have those things that maybe I would like to have, but the lack thereof, just because I don't have it, does not necessarily mean that I am unworthy of having those things, or that I will never receive those things. So yeah, guys, stop comparing yourself. Don't ever do that. Don't ever compare yourself to other people. Own race, own lane, own pace, own lane, own race. You know what it is. I want to tell you that it's also like 11 in the morning, so it's gonna be a long Friday today. Ooh, in line with the previous lesson, delay is not denial. I need to listen and learn and hear and repeat this every freaking single day, guys. Like, just because something is delayed does not necessarily mean it is denied, okay? Just because you haven't received a certain thing, just because it hasn't happened to you yet, does not mean that it will never happen to you. And I need to know this, like in aspects like love. Just because I haven't received the love that I want yet does not mean that I don't deserve it, or that I never will receive it. So but yeah, delay is not denial. If you feel it with me, say amen. Okay, next lesson. I'm on lesson number 6 now. Okay. Woo! This one, if you take anything from this video, please take this away. Do not inherit other people's ... stress, problems, sadness, anxiety, just anything. Bafetu, do not do it. You have your own problems, okay? Do not inherit other people's beef. Oh my God. Do not inherit other people's shit, guys. Like, it's not your load to carry, okay? If it's not yours, please stop trying to burden yourself with it, okay? You can only do so much for people. And then leave it there, honey, because woo! Yeah, and this is a big shot, so big lesson. Big lesson. So Red Bull is like really, it's super yummy. It's like the watermelon flavor, so it's actually quite yummy. Okay, next lesson. I guess this is 7. Everything we've ever been on the way to becoming us, we still are. Ooh, okay, I need to read that again. Everything we've ever been on the way to becoming us, we still are. I love this. It's a quote from, I don't know who, it's an author, I think, of a book. I'm so sorry. But yeah, honestly, it spoke to me so much. I'm like a firm believer of I was never the same person that I was yesterday, the day before that, and a year ago, okay? But in the same breath, I think I am still those people, you know? I still am that girl. Even though I may not resonate with those pieces of me anymore, they still do form part of me. And yeah. I can't wait until I get to 10 shots. I just want to feel, if I'm not feeling sharp by 10, then it's tickets. Gratitude is good medicine. Yes. Yeah, guys, we can get into such a bad habit of like always asking, you know, of always, I want, or at least I can get into this cycle of continuously manifesting and asking for, etc., is a very good way to center yourself and to make yourself very present and to remind yourself that, look, there are a lot of things that I want, and I want, but what do I have right now? And I am so grateful. My heart is genuinely, truly full, guys, of the things that I have in this current moment, even though I want more. But yeah, I am truly, truly grateful, and it is good medicine. It really is. It's good to feel grateful now. It's a constant reminder that you have now, and you're not in a place of lack, and that you're taken care of, and the universe will take care of you. So yeah, be grateful, guys. Be grateful. I also kind of feel myself like, ooh, not like drunk, but like I can just feel like Nolan, hi Gary. Next lesson. You cannot fill from an empty cup. Snap, 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 snap. Yes. Guys, there is a lady whose tweet I read once, and I lost it. I lost it forever. But she was, I believe, an ex-scholar of the Oprah Winfrey School. But yeah, basically, she tweeted something along the lines of how her family had these great expectations because she went to this amazing school, and she just, they just expected so much of her. And truly, honestly speaking, she could not give that to her family, she could not fill from an empty cup. I couldn't agree with that more, especially as a black child, guys. We know this idea of black tax and giving back. And the older I get, the more I keep thinking of like, oh my gosh, I want to do these things because I want to, do this for my parents, and I want to give back, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. But you're high. It's also okay. It's also okay to say, I can't give back to you, or I can't do this for my parents right now because I still am trying to get on my own 2 feet, and I'm still trying to, fill my own cup. And yes, I would love to put you on, and I would love to make sure that you get the promotions and you get the campaigns and you get the this, but right now I need to make sure that I'm in a place where I can give. You cannot fill from an empty cup, guys. You can't sip from one either. So next lesson. At this point, I think I'm at number 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, lucky number 10. Unlearn trying. It's the alcohol. It's the alcohol, honestly. Okay, so number 10, unlearn tying your worth to your work and your weight. I think for a lot of us, just in general, we have attached our weight to certain things. So if I work this certain amount of hours and I produce, these results, then it would mean that I've accomplished this much and I've done this, and and that's my worth, etc. Or if I reach this body goal, then that's my worth. Or yes, I finally attained this body goal, or this, this deadline or whatever. And I think it's just in general, attaching your worth to anything, just to anything, has the potential of producing a very negative outcome. Because if that thing doesn't work out, or if that thing doesn't go the way that you want it to, then because it's directly linked to your worth, then your worth is at risk, So if you don't get the promotion, or if people don't receive your work the way that you wanted to, don't attach it to things that can fluctuate and that are also dependent on external forces. I think that's the most important lesson. Don't attach your worth to things that can be influenced by external forces. So yeah, where's the shot for that? Because I don't even, at this point, I don't even know. Okay, next lesson. You need to take up space. I don't know who needs to hear this. Probably me. But yeah, you need to take up space. You need to act like you belong here. You need to act like you deserve to belong here. Not only that you actually belong, but you deserve to be here. I think I've been really going through the past few years this feeling of like, do I deserve to be here? Other people are, deserve more space than me. I am not adequate to take up space, but you're here. I'm here, and whether you like it or not, I'm going to take up space. And even if there are no spaces for me to take up, I'm going to create those spaces, I'm going to create the awards. I'm going to create it. I'm going to make the life I want for myself. And I'm here to stay. So if you don't like that, I don't know what you're going to do. But yeah. Take up space, y'all. Okay, I've officially gone through, I would say 10 shots, 10 lessons. So let's see if we can get through the rest without completely falling apart, guys. Okay, lesson number 12. You don't have to feel pain to feel joy. I just feel like this is a lesson for everybody, okay? This idea that pain is a prerequisite for you to feel joy, cut it, okay? Like, guys, I'm so tired of this narrative that you have to suffer and that you have to go through this agonizing pain for you to see the rainbow and the rain and whatever. I'm not saying that there will never be any pain in your life. With joy comes pain. That's just how life is. Life is never just, one way. There will always be that duality. However, this prerequisite, like you have to feel pain. I'm not with it. I'm really not with it. I'm an advocate, strong advocate for living my best possible soft life. So yeah, and I really just think that there are lessons that you can learn without enduring like heart-shattering pain. So yeah, and I'm learning that you really can. You can learn lessons in moments of joy as well. And other feelings can also teach you lessons and not only pain. So imposter syndrome is a lie. Yes, I suffer a lot with imposter syndrome. Just to feel that you are fraud and that you have only accomplished things through luck and that you really don't deserve things. I'm really learning that like I put in a lot of work, okay, to be where I am. And yes, a lot of it is dependent on luck and external circumstances, but I do have to take credit, and I can take credit for a lot of where I am because I have worked to be where I am, and it wasn't just given to me, I did work for what I have right now. So yeah, imposter syndrome is a lie. Do not let those thoughts of self-doubt creep in, please. Oh my gosh. You are doing yourself a great disservice and injustice by believing that you are not adequate and that you do not deserve to be here and in the spaces that you are in. So yeah, I'll drink to that. Okay. Next lesson, a bad day is not a bad life. I have this bad habit of like, whenever something bad happens, I tend to spiral, and then I start to think and believe that like my whole life is terrible and bad, So, and it's not only just like a bad event, but just if somebody expresses their their disdain towards something that I'm doing, or like I don't like the fact that you're doing this, then I start to think like, oh my gosh, that means you hate me. That means I'm doing something wrong. That means it's me. I'm the person. I'm the problem. And then I can go into this spiral of just like, where it's just, dude, I don't like this particular thing. That doesn't mean I don't like you in general, And in the same way, I sometimes feel like when something bad happens to me, I spiral out of control. Like, oh my gosh, I'm having a bad day. That means my life is terrible. I'm gonna have a bad life. Bad altogether. And that's not the case, Just because you're having a bad day it's not equivalent to a bad life. You're going to have good days and you're still a good person, even though you may have done something bad. So, yeah. Next lesson. I'm definitely feeling quite tipsy now. I don't know if you can tell. Ooh, child. If it was not feeding, fucking, or financing you, let it go, honey. Okay, guys, so this is rooted in the fact that I have this very bad habit of always trying to see the good in other people and situations. So I always want to cling on to things like, no, guys, it's gonna get better. No, let me just give it some time. Or maybe if I just wait it out, it's gonna... These things, mind you, are not contributing to my life in any way, form, shape, size. No way, guys. They're not feeding me. It's not feeding me. It's not providing me with any sexual needs, or it's not financially, but I'm holding on to it. I'm literally holding on for dear life because I just feel like I cannot let this thing go. Just stop. If it's not feeding you, if it's not providing you, if it's not putting food on your table, if it's not financing you, if it's not paying your bills, and if it's not fucking you, if it's not making you feel good, then why are you holding onto it? Why are you holding onto it? And I think it just goes and speaks to this idea, stop holding onto things that are not contributing to your life. Stop holding onto things that are not elevating you. Stop holding on and stop feeling guilty for wanting to hold on to things that are not contributing to your life in any way. Guys, especially people. There are some people who are giving you less, zero, zilch, nothing. But you're holding on to them because, oh no, just let it go. Let it go. Please, let go and let flow. Okay, next lesson. You don't have to feel guilty for not having any projects going on. Yes. Oh my gosh. As I mentioned to you, the space that I'm in currently, mid-20s, early adulthood, I constantly feel the need to have something going on in my life, so that I can speak about it. Like I have it together, but really, and I find it now more than ever that I'm in this period of just wanting to chill, I'm just in a period of wanting to relax and just allowing things to happen naturally and letting things, getting my ducks in a row. So I don't always want to have something up my sleeve. And I think that's owing to me because I put so much pressure on myself. Younger version of me was always looking for the next big thing. What can I do next? I want to be on to the next thing. So now I feel like I have this pressure to be at a certain stage in my life, at a certain place in a certain stage in my life, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just want to be in a certain place, and so I need to have all of these projects lined up. But I'm actually quite content with actually having nothing, with just chilling and having nothing and being no, my plate is empty right now. So yeah, you don't always have to have something going for you. You can just be content with being chilled and just doing nothing. It's okay to be doing nothing. So yeah. So many shots to call. Things are not finishing. Okay, you are not responsible for other people's happiness. Happiness. Okay, straight up, but this is very important. You are not responsible for anybody's happiness. I couldn't agree more. Like, of course I couldn't agree more because I'm the one who wrote it. It's not my responsibility to make other people happy, guys. It's really not my responsibility to make sure other people are satisfied. It is only my responsibility to make sure I'm happy and that I'm satisfied, and that's the person that matters. Yeah, because you can never please everybody. You're never going to be in a position where everybody around you is happy. You are responsible for your own happiness and nobody else's. At this point, the babes are settling. Okay, being vulnerable is my greatest strength. Yes, honey, it's my portion. Okay, the more I grow older, the more I am so comfortable and being like getting so comfortable with just being so vulnerable. Like, it's my portion, guys. There is so much relief in hearing and finding out that other people are going through the same things that I'm going through. So being vulnerable is definitely one of my biggest strengths, and I'm coming to learn that now, and I love it. It's amazing. I'll drink to that. I'm also just like kind of getting drunk now, so. There is no shame in not knowing. I think I touched on this earlier, but we can't possibly know everything. There's so much to know in this world, and it goes hand in hand with this other saying that always remain teachable, you know, because it's impossible. Even though you've studied, you've done research, it's just so impossible to know everything, because like the world is full of knowledge. And yeah, it's okay to say, look, I don't know. You know, I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm getting to know those things on the way. But yeah, there is no shame in not knowing. And I almost forgot to take the shot. I'm just like drunk at this point. The next lesson. You are also capable of being toxic. What? Me? I don't know how, but apparently, I can also be toxic. It's like impossible. I'm not really sure. I'm still waiting for evidence to prove. But like, yo, guys, yeah, I think just growing up in general comes with realizing that it can never just be everyone else's problem and everyone else's fault. At some point, you have to take accountability for the fact that you are contributing to the toxicity, that thing. You are also toxic, and yeah, it doesn't make you any less lovable. It just means that, yeah, you are also the problem. So yeah, here's 2 hard life lessons learned as well. Let's go. Next lesson. You are sitting or living in your current prayer while waiting for something else. Ooh, that is beautiful. Yeah, that is quite beautiful, because I need to remind myself of that also sometimes, that where I am right now is the thing that I've been praying for, the thing that I've been manifesting, all those things that I've been wanting. I'm currently sitting inside of them. I'm living in them. I'm living them out. And it's easy for us to always be like, you know, looking onto the next thing and looking onto the future and what I want and the next. But you don't often realize that, listen, I'm sitting in the position that I never thought I would be in like 2 years ago, you know? And yeah, it's just also a reminder to always stay present and to always be grateful for where you are, because you currently are sitting in your blessing while waiting for another blessing. So yeah, That's a good lesson to constantly remind yourself of. So I'll drink to that. Lesson number, I don't know because I stopped counting. You can never lie to yourself. This is like one of my best mantras to live by, I guess, is that like you can never tell a lie to yourself because you know yourself the most. It's just, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. There is nothing that I don't know about myself. There is nothing that I would lie to myself about because it's just me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really lie to yourself. Maybe you can lie to other people, but you can never lie to yourself. And yeah, it's an amazing lesson that I am getting into, and I've always known it. But yeah. Do not stay in situations or places where you are not comfortable. 100%. 110%. If you're not comfortable, if you feel like you are not wanted, you are not invited, do not stay, do not go, do not trade. Do not go to any place or situation where you are not invited, you are not welcomed, where you do not need to be, okay? If you're not comfortable, leave. If you feel like you don't need to be there, leave, okay? We are wrapping this up because your girl is quarter too drunk. It's quarter too drunk. Top 3. Top 5. Okay. You cannot live for your parents or family. Yeah. So many of us are living this life of like, in front of our family, we are one person, and then on social media, we are our true selves, or we're a different person. And that's often related to the fact that our families are, which is quite ironic, you know, our families are very close-minded, or they don't really understand us, or we feel like we can't really be ourselves in front of our families or our parents. And with that, I just come to learn that you can't always prioritize your parents or your family's emotions or feelings over yours, you know? If you feel like you're in a position where you have to hide who you are because your family might not understand or accept you, yeah, I'm not in that position anymore. I'm just not there anymore because like I can't keep suppressing who I am. You get what I mean? And I can't keep denying who I am because I'm trying to please other people, and I'm trying to protect the image that my family has of me, or that my parents have of me, you know? And these expectations or ideals that my parents have set for me, I'm not always going to live up to them, and it's okay. It's okay to say, I'm not the girl that you think I am, but I'm still a pretty decent hun, and still the girl that you know. I'm just not the girl that you expect me to be, and that's okay. I know it seems childish because I'm like a whole 24 years old, but I'm still thinking about what my parents think of me. But yeah, I'm starting to learn that like I can't I really can't be miserable anymore at the expense, you know, of my mental health, just because I want them to see me in a certain way, and I'm afraid to show a certain side to my family. So yeah, it's heavy, but yeah, we need to unlearn those behaviors. So yeah. Top 2, next lesson. You disappoint yourself every time you return to a situation that humiliated you. This is obviously for me. I mean, if this does not resonate with you, let me tell you, it resonates with me. Let me read it again. You disappoint yourself every time you return to a situation that humiliated you. What a drag, what a drag, what a drag. Guys, don't do it. Don't go back to situations that you know you left for a reason. You get what I mean? You left for a reason, and now you're going back to that situation. It's not gonna end well. I'm telling you now. Just love yourself, okay? You embarrass yourself. Did I say embarrass? I should have said you embarrass yourself, okay? When you go back to situations that humiliate yourself. Humiliate? This point, Singisi is out. Humiliated you, okay? Situations that never served you, situations that took advantage of you, don't do it. Remember the pain it caused you and why you never want to feel that way again. Just be gone. Be gone. Be gone, my loves. Be gone. Ooh, we're at the loss. There is no shame in needing help. Yes. Amen, 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 amen. We have put or attached so much shame to needing financial help, needing emotionally, needing just in general. We've attached so much shame, and as a result, a lot of people have felt like they can't come out and say, I need help, you know? Especially, I think, financially and sexually. We attach a lot of shame to needing financial help because it really sends this message that, like, I don't have my shit together, you know? Or if you need financial aid, it sends this message that, like, I'm not financially okay, and nobody wants to be financially not okay, you know? There's this shame attached, and also a lot of like sexual needs are shamed a lot. So I find that a lot of people are afraid to express that they need physical attention. It's just weird that this idea of needing and being in a place of needing is just so shameful nowadays, because when we attach shame to needing, then what we really do is we prevent people from openly asking for help. And it's also okay to say things like, you know, I need you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I need you to share it. I need you to share this video. I need you to tell your friends about this YouTube page. You get what I mean? With that being said, I think that is one of the most important lessons, and I genuinely will drink to that. So, cheers. I'm super drunk. I'm super drunk. I am literally super drunk, and it's not even 1 o'clock in the afternoon yet. Lord help me. If you want to see more content from your girl, then please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also share this content. Otherwise, that's it from me. It's a wrap.